Hasn't been there for a very long time. No one knows what's happening. We were thinking, would they wait until July the 1st, Tuesday, the second day of pre-season, before they sack Roods, because of PSR problems, and they've done it now.
Former Foxes forward Emil Heskey says there'll be massive uncertainty around the place.
Your leader, the person that's actually supposed to be taking you on that journey to try and get back up or to survive or whatever it may be, is gone. And now you're thinking, what's happening? The next person, what sort of football they play? What do they like me? It would be great to try and announce someone soon, so then they can be settled, the fans can be settled.
Preparations continue for the Lions' opening game on Australian soil when they take on the Western Force in Perth tomorrow. Assistant coach John Fogarty says they just can't wait.
We've had 3 good days training. Everyone is impressed with the stadium, and everyone wants to get this tour on Australian soil going. So yeah, it's been really, really exciting, for the group that's going to go out there.
And the draw for Wimbledon has been made. Jack Draper will take on Sebastian Baez. He's also in the same half of the draw as Novak Djokovic.
I wish they could do a redraw, because he's got a very tough draw. And if he gets through his first round, then it's Marin Cilic in the second round. We know what he's capable of, albeit he's 36 years of age. Bublik in the third round. And Bublik, who beat Draper at the French Open, he won that big title in Halle a couple of weeks ago. So Bublik potentially awaits Draper in the third round. So it's actually a pretty tough draw for Draper.
Meanwhile, Emma Raducanu will take on British teenage wildcard Mimi Zhu. There's more at talkSPORT.com.
Oh yes, we are back like the Renegade Master. It's me, Majestic, alongside former England under-21 international Jermaine Pennant, Madge and JP in for the Catman, Adam Catterall and Carlton Cole tonight here on the Sports Bar Weekender. And we've got a cracking show lined up for you tonight as we look forward to England taking on Germany in the under-21 final tomorrow. We're asking, what was your worst moment as an England fan? If not, what was the worst you felt after a game of football in general for club or country? Because England lost 4-1 to Germany 15 years ago today, with Lampard having that goal ruled out. I remember where I was. I remember that hitting the bar and going in. What was the biggest robbery you witnessed with your team? Also, 9 years ago, that England lost 2-1 to Iceland in the last 16 in the Euros. That was an awful display. And also, we're asking you who should be on our sports bar festival. I started this last night. It's Glastonbury this weekend, JP. So we're asking who should be on the Sports Bar Weekender Festival. 03717 22 3344. It's Magic JP on the Sports Bar Weekender. That's right, Friday night here on talkSPORT on the off season. So, of course, we're looking at things to do and talk about. I don't know if you saw it in the week. I was talking about last night. The boys, Jason Cundy and Jamie O'Hara, they did a fake Guinness Book of Records. Did you see the attempt? Jamie sucking his thumb. I had to apologise to the nation for that. That's the off season on talkSPORT. Bear with us, guys.
Yeah, it's hard. When there's no football, it's hard, guys. We struggle just like you.
But I'll tell you what, we need you guys tonight, as always, on the Sports Bar Weekender. And I want to start with that game against Iceland in 2016. Probably one of the worst England performances I can remember in recent years. There's been some bad ones.
Some trash up there.
That was up there with... do you remember when Wayne Rooney was talking to the cameras during the World Cup, saying it's a disgrace because we were booing them?
Yeah.
Was that like 0-0 against like Saudi Arabia or something, wasn't it? I can't remember.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll find out. What for you sticks in your mind? Firstly, as a player, let me take to you as a player, right? What's the worst you felt after a game?
Do you know what? It was when we played Barcelona for Zaragoza. I got thumped like 6-0 and I was just running around for an hour. I couldn't get close to the ball. They were just on a different planet.
Who was in the team with Barcelona?
Messi. Thierry Henry wasn't playing, but he was in that team. Yeah. You know, the Xavi's, all of their PL, you name it. They was so good. And I can remember the manager bringing me off after 1 hour. I was just literally chasing shadows, and he said to me, "Don't worry, there is nothing you could have done."
Arm on you.
He was literally arm. He goes, "Look, you might as well just save your legs. Just there's nothing you could do." And the flight back, it was. The last couple of days, like, I've been humbled.
Was it the flight back? Was you like looking out the window and like, my hello darkness, my old friend, just playing in your mind? Have you ever done that?
It was just like, I couldn't wait to get home. Getting Call of Duty.
I think one of my worst feelings as a fan, apart from that England game against Iceland, was Spurs against Chelsea. Of course, producer Jack's a big Chelsea fan. I think it was the semi-final of the FA Cup. I think we got battered 5-1 at Wembley. I remember going with my dad. We were so excited. We're at Wembley. And if I remember rightly, it's like Didier Drogba just bullied Gallas off the ball and just scored this absolute worldie. And they just kept just battering us. Like, I just walked out of there like, what is the point?
I think that mine was my personal one, as in the performances, just wasted being out there. But the ones that probably as a team hurt most was, going in order, the Champions League final.
Oh yeah,
against AC Milan, because we was the better team and we lost 2-1, and we gave Man City a good going as well for Stoke in the FA Cup final.
Oh yeah,
Yaya Toure scored and we lost 1-0. I think those two, when that final whistle went, it was like, I was almost in tears. But once the day got over and the next day, it's like, do you know what, we got to a final.
Looking back to being a kid, I think England, Germany, Euro 96 really hurt. That was the first real pain I had.
Mine was Italy.
What?
Losing to Italy.
Yeah.
In the Euros was like it was there right on a plate for us.
Well, the pens.
Yeah, because we shouldn't even got to that stage, and losing that hurt more because we should have won that game. We had every opportunity to win this game. We battered them, and we could have killed them off.
Chiellini should have been sent off.
Well. Oh yeah, for Saka for doing what he did. But not other than that, it was like, guys, come on, Southgate, come on, be cutthroat, be ruthless. Now we've got them on the back foot. Let's just finish
after
them
the
off.
1-0, it should have been go for it.
It should be 2-0, 3-0. But then when we lost, I was sitting there thinking, I was watching it actually in Marbella, and all of us was watching, going, what has just happened? Like you can accept defeats if you play badly, but what it would have meant to the nation and everyone, it was just
flat afterwards, wasn't it?
It was just, that was the worst.
Right, 03717223344 is the number to call. Let's head over to the phone lines. We've got Andy, who's a Leeds fan. He joins us. Good evening, Andy.
Hi lads, how you doing?
Very well. Listen, football can make you feel bad at the best of times.
I'll tell you what, lads. I've got to say this to Jermaine. Always trying to sign you on Football Fantasy Manager.
So did I, pal. Don't worry about that. Try to sign myself too.
I'm 52 years old. I was 17 in the 1990 World Cup. On your Italia 90. We were watching the game in a pub. And back in them days, it was just a telly in a pub. And the penalty shootout, was it Waddle or Pearce that missed the main one? I can't remember.
Pearce missed the final one. Waddle smashed it over the bar, didn't
he? Yeah. Honestly, walking home after that, oh my God, at 17 years old, after the journey we went through with Bobby Robson and that team, what a fantastic journey that was. And that was the worst I felt after any game whatsoever.
Did you cry?
Inside you did.
I didn't cry. But it was just such a massive disappointment because we could have gone all the way on that one.
Yeah.
We really could have gone all the way. You had Lineker telling Bobby Robson to look after Gazza when he got the yellow card and all that. It was just so massive back in them days, before all the big sports pubs, before this box park and big tellies and stuff. It was a television above a pool table in a local pub.
It was exactly that.
Yeah.
It was brilliant. Do you remember that Iceland game that we're talking about? How bad that was?
Oh, God, yeah, that was terrible.
But that's the only word for it.
I tell you what, we had a conversation tonight. People were talking about Sir Gareth Southgate and David Beckham, and people were having a conversation saying, "Is David Beckham the best England player there's ever have been?" And I said, "No, Gascoigne." But then somebody said, which is quite an interesting point, Beckham held his attitude. He did well. Like Gascoigne lost it to a little bit, but then Beckham, he came back from like being vilified after the '98 World Cup, didn't he?
Oh, mate, do you know what? For me, his atonement for that was that game against Greece that got us into the World Cup.
That's what changed the nation to put him back on side.
If you rewatch that game, he was the only decent England player.
Yeah, he's running around, challenging, tackling.
Everything.
Yeah.
Like in his mind, he's like, this is how I'm going to make up for '98.
Yeah.
He played for the shirt like Terry Butcher did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
man on a mission.
Do you know what? I read Terry Butcher's book when I was about 13. Great book. Do you know what? It's great call, Andy. Thank you very much, Andy. Let's go over to Damon, who's a Man United fan. How are we doing, Damon?
How are you, fellas? You all right?
Good.
The worst thing I've ever seen is, if you remember, against 1998, is it? If I can remember, Sol Campbell, that edit against Argentina.
Oh, mate. The disallowed goal.
That he got ruled out. The keeper was nowhere near him. No one was any. And how that got cancelled, and then they went up and scored a goal. That's if VAR now. You would just laughing their heads off, wouldn't they?
Do you know what? I'm gonna watch that goal again in a moment, just to remind myself of how much we were robbed. And I think they went up the other end, didn't they? They didn't. I think they nearly scored.
They scored about 30 seconds later, but Sol Campbell headed it. The keeper wasn't even here, and then he just blew for no reason. I don't even know why he blew it.
Sol Campbell's had a few disallowed goals, didn't he? Do you remember one against Portugal in 2004? Wasn't that a disallowed header as well?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a horrible game because we was in, I think I was in Zante.
Zante?
Yeah, I was in Zante, and there was one pub on one road and the other on the other. One was full of Scottish fans, and they were all celebrating, basically wanting Portugal to win.
Of course they were.
And when they scored, oh my God, it kicked off. We saw there's bottles getting thrown over. I was like, all right, lads,
yeah, relax.
Yeah, relax.
Brilliant call. Thank you very much, Damon. Listen, get your worst footballing experiences in terms of how you felt after a game. 03717 22 3344. We want to hear from you. Give us a call. We want to hear exactly what game that was and why. Any other games that stick in your mind?
Do you know what? Let's go recent. I want to go recent. I would say the loss to Man United in the FA Cup 4-3 Liverpool.
Oh yeah.
Do you know why? Because that was the start. We was flying, and that was the start of. I think that hurt not only the team, everyone surrounding Liverpool, and that from there we didn't really recover. And then we kind of dipped off, and that's when the league slipped out of our hands, because at that time I think we were top of the league, and that result there, it just took all the wind out of the Liverpool sail. So for me, that was a bad one.
Nation, I'm talking to the nation now. We'd love to hear from you. We love hearing these stories, exactly like we just heard from Damon there. And you know what? It's so funny sharing those stories. You can remember those moments, like he said, that goal against Argentina that Sol Campbell scored. If I remember rightly, that was in like added time, so it would have I think we would have like one extra time.
Through.
Yeah, I think they didn't go on to score. I think they nearly scored after that, and then we went to penalties. 03717 223344. You're listening to the Sports Bar Weekend with talkSPORT Bet. Download the app today for all the latest odds and offers. 18 plus. BeGambleAware.org. Good evening, it's the Sportsbar Weekend here on talkSPORT with me, Majestic, and former England under-21 international Jermaine Pennant. The musical chairs in the studio.
Yeah, your mic wasn't too well, I'm hearing.
Mate. I don't know what's going on.
You sounded good to me.
Yeah. I don't know.
All right.
I don't know about that. I think it's sounding a lot better now, which is the main thing. This is Friday night on talkSPORT. So much to come during the show. Later on, we're going to have, of course, some Friday night trivia, some quizzes. Got a guest to player later on as well, an under-21 special. Of course, we're going to be speaking to Kevin Hatchard about the European transfer rumours. Yep. Loads going around at the moment.
Mr. Transfer.
You don't need to worry. You're doing your business well, aren't you?
Yeah,
Early doors.
Yeah, we're cooking.
You are cooking.
Woo, baby. Yeah.
Right. It wouldn't be a Friday night without speaking to the Knuckles, okay, Jackie. I've not spoken to Jackie in ages, actually, so it's nice to speak to her. How are you, Jackie?
For a long time.
I am at Hello, Jermaine.
Hello, Jackie.
Oh, very well.
Very well. I'm great.
You'll be happy that Man City are back, aren't you?
Oh, we're cooking and all, Jermaine. Just remember this. We are cooking. Oh, man, I've got to tell you about my drama.
Tell me.
I've just got back from Spain a couple of days ago. They had an oil refinery strike getting into Gibraltar. I missed my plane.
Okay.
I had to go back with my friend Trisha to her bar for 5 hours. My daughter had to book me on another flight with EasyJet, 9 o'clock at night from Malaga, and I didn't get off until 1:30 in the morning. It was horrendous.
Jackie, welcome to my life.
Oh, Matt, I was so scared. I hated it. Oh, God, and then when I got home, all my legs are swelled up. I've got cramps in the back of my legs because of the turbulence. I have never experienced anything so scary in all my life, but I'm home now.
You're home. You're safe and sound. Can you think about the game that you felt the most pain after, or like the worst?
Oh, God, yeah. 1999, when they, across the city, won the treble, and City got relegated with Stoke. At Stoke, we won 5-2. Kevin Orlott got 2 goals, and we actually got relegated the same day that they won the treble.
Oh.
How do you think I felt? It was the most painful day of being a City fan. I've had a few, but that was horrendous, Matt. It was awful.
I can only imagine that is, to be fair, that is terrible. Your rivals winning a treble, and then you on that same day getting relegated to the championship.
To the old Division 3, Jermaine.
Oh,
not Division 1.
It wasn't championship then, was it? Division like 1, 2, and 3. Ooh.
It would have been the old Division. Hang on, it would have been the old Division 2 now. As it is, I think I can't work it out.
And they over the road were winning the trebles.
Yeah,
they were
flaunting trebles,
treble, and we got relegated. I actually came out
away,
breaking my heart, and I even got interviewed for Northwest Tonight News because I was so upset. They said, I said, I'm heartbroken. If they hadn't won the treble, I mean, it would have been horrible. It would have been bad. But for them to win the treble and us to get relegated to the old Division 3, that was the worst painful day of my City life.
But
horrible.
They've made up for it in recent years, haven't they, Jack?
Oh, of course, man. And Jermaine, just remember, we are cooking. We've got Reinders. We've got turkey.
Right, Reinders. That ball he played yesterday, Jackie, that ball he played, unbelievable.
Oh, my God. Him and Rodri. Once Rodri, I mean, he's not fully fit yet, but he will be. Once him and Rodri get fully fit, Turkey's on the ball, and that ain't Norwich from Wolves. He is a player.
He's a player, isn't he? He was brilliant. He's exactly what you've been missing, in my opinion.
We've got out Norwich.
Who did you play in this game? I totally forgot.
Juventus.
Yeah, I know. I know who they play.
So what? We're the only team in the Club World Cup to go 3 games unbeaten. I've got a feeling it's going to be either City Real Madrid. We've got the decent side.
The only person you need to worry about is Ruben Diaz, because I tell you what, if I was going out of my jam, I wouldn't be going to training.
Sorry, playing.
What are you like? Listen,
you're back. Man City, you're back. I'd like to hear it.
Brilliant to speak to you. Thank you, Jermaine, and you take care.
Jackie, always a pleasure.
Before I go, well done with your training regime. You're doing absolutely marvellous, mate.
Do you know what, Jackie? It's obviously my summer's kicked off, so it's double hard at the minute to get it in. So I'm trying my hardest. But
you're doing brilliant, Matt. I watched you last week.
Yeah, we're going for it, but still a lot more a long road ahead. That's for sure. Jackie, thank you so much. Listen, we're asking you, if you just joined us, the biggest pain you felt after football. I've got an amazing list here from David Staines. He's messaged us saying Maradona 86, the Germans on penalties 90, Euro 96, Argentina 98. Portugal 04, the garden furniture got smashed up on that one. Germany 2010, Iceland 2016, Italy 2020, Spain 24. I'm sure I've missed a couple.
It just seems like every 4 years, England is giving you heartache, mate. It's like being a Spurs fan, but England, isn't it?
I tell you what, no one's mentioned so far, and I'm surprised at, is 2002, the Ronaldinho free kick.
Do you know how I watched that game and I was like, I was in shock.
We went 1-0 up.
I know, I was in shock. I was in shock seeing that goal and like for it to actually kick in. I was in awe. Like, wow. In all fairness, you don't mind losing to that sort of level of caliber.
No, but the way
Rivaldo, Ronaldinho,
it was
Ronaldo.
Rivaldo scored the first half, didn't he? He went through the midfield and scored. Hello, Imagine JP. Dad and I were at the stadium for that Frank Lampard goal. Even the Germans were stunned. Only the ref and the linesman did not think it was a goal. The worst game was Leeds being robbed against Bayern Munich in the European Cup final. UEFA never allowed the Greek ref to referee again for any European games afterwards. That's from Conrad. Yeah, just to go on that the German game, because I think Matthew Upson scored, didn't he, to get us back into the game. And then Lampard had that moment, and I think it would have been 2-2 going into half time, because we was up against it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check
crossbar
that game
over the line.
But yeah, crossbar miles over the line. It wasn't no Jeff Hurst in 1960. It was miles over the line.
A bit.
You know, obviously we got VAR now, and that would have never happened, but. There are certain things. Again, another game that I felt sick afterwards was Spurs at Man United. Pedro Mendes shot from the halfway line on like a volley and went over the line, miles over the line against Man United. Didn't count. In that same season was Lasagna Gate with Spurs, and we didn't get Champions League football. Now, the Lasagna Gate wouldn't have mattered, because if that goal stood against Man United, we would have had the 3 points.
Yeah, it could be here all day. There's
sliding doors. There's lots of sliding doors. Let's go over to Sean, who's a Sunderland fan, who joins us on the show. Evening, Sean.
Evening, guys. How's it going?
Very good. Welcome.
Very good, Sean.
Welcome back to the Premier League, my friend.
I know. It came out never happened in 98. Like I thought, what I'm calling up on behind.
98. Remind us what that was. That was against Charlton, wasn't it?
Charlton ended 4-4. What a dramatic game. And then we got beat 7-6. Good old Mitchy Gray, talkSPORT's very own, Mr. Party.
I think I remember that game, man. It was such a high-scoring thingy. I think,
Oh, I think it's one of the best playoff finals Wembley had ever seen. It was phenomenal. But to put the icing on the cake, I'd literally just joined the army. I got stationed in Germany. I managed to get into my room, ground my bags. And obviously, Mickey Gray, Mr. Party, tears were coming down my eyes as my door burst open. And there's the new lad crying. I got absolutely rinsed.
Oh. But that's what football does to you.
Yeah, mate.
Well, it is. It's passionate sport, isn't it? You know, it was phenomenal. It was,
Football can ruin weeks. It can ruin your week without a shadow of a doubt. You know, if you have a bad weekend with football,
mate,
you know, you're not recovered until you win your next game. As a fan,
I'm 38 years of age now. Yeah, I've been a Spurs and England fan for that period of time, mate. Only up until last month when we won that trophy, the pain I've endured. The night that Spurs won, right, I felt like a whole lifetime of pain had been lifted from me.
Yeah,
football brings pain.
I don't know what that feels like.
I know you don't. It's all right for you.
Is Sean still here? We still got him. While we've got you, Sean. While we've got you, what do you think your chances are in the Premier League? Look, over the last couple of years, teams who have came up have been relegated. Are you expecting to go back down and just going to enjoy this season, or have you got more aspirations than that?
Well, you know, I'd love to say, we're going to stay up, but I've got no doubt it's going to be extremely difficult. You know, we've got a young, talented squad, and you know, everyone say what they want. Yeah, we have got some good talent in that squad. Very young. We just need to get some old hands, experienced Premiership players, just to bring those young'uns through. But are we going to stay up? I don't know, but Derby Day's back. That's all I want. I cannot wait.
I'll be tuning in for that one.
I think we're all looking forward to that. Yeah. That is the kind of games that we want in the Premier League. Yeah. That's a big, big game there.
Love it.
Yeah. Cheers, guys.
Thank you very much, Sean. Sunderland fan there. His one there was the playoff final, 1998 against Charlton. I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to have a look for that in the break of who was in the sides there.
Yeah, the Charlton's team. I wonder if my friend was playing.
I bet there's some big names in those games. So we're asking you, what was the biggest pain you felt after a football match? Because like you said, it does bring so much pain. It can ruin weeks, it can ruin weekends, it can ruin friendships. Relationships.
Yep.
Big time. Sunderland, Niall Quinn, Kevin Phillips up front.
Oh.
Mark Bright up front for Charlton.
Okay.
Who else is in there?
Jason Yule.
Danny Mills in there.
Danny Mills.
Yeah, wow. Some good names in there. As he said, Mickey Gray was in Nicky Summerby as well. Lee Clark. Yeah, some good names in there. 03717 223344 is the number to call. I'm sure everyone has a story of their worst, feeling after a game. Normally it is England.
Sometimes club, sometimes domestic.
But that, you know what it is with England? Because it's during knockout competition football and you have all the build-up and all the flags out the windows and all that, it's coming home and it doesn't come home.
Do you know what? Do you know what? I'm going to throw a little something out there. I get more hurt from Liverpool. No, the reason being is because with England, you kind of know. You kind of, we'll get hopes, and okay, yeah, we're back here again. Same old. So you kind of, you run that race. But with Liverpool, it's not like that. We're expecting to win, and we have been winning. So I get more hurt when it's a big major game or losing against United than I do if England was to get knocked out in the quarters to France, as I'll say so.
Right, I want as many fans to call us this evening with these stories because they're brilliant. 03717 2233 44 is the number to call. If you like Oasis, don't forget, I'm going to be telling you more about how you can get some tickets for that. Jamie didn't do so good on breakfast today with his Oasis quiz.
Did he not?
No, Noel Gallagher speaking. He got to speak to Noel Gallagher.
Yeah.
And Noel's asking him information about Oasis that Jamie just did not know the answer to prove that he wasn't a fan. Good stuff. Don't forget you can listen.
There's only so much lying you can do.
You can listen back to that on the talkSPORT app. 03717 223344 is the Sports Bar Weekend with Madge and JP. Yeah, it's the Sports Bar Weekender here on talkSPORT. Me, Majestic, and former Liverpool and England under-21 international, Mr. Jermaine Pennant. The reason why I put the emphasis on under-21 because, of course, why, JP?
Because England are playing Germany in the final tomorrow.
Who are you scared of, Tommy? It's the Germans.
The Germans.
They were playing them tomorrow. We're going to be speaking to the Moose later on about that in depth. So, you ready for that? Of course, it's going to be on talkSPORT tomorrow, 7:30. It's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. It's going to be great.
Oh, I'm not that guy. Anyone but that guy.
Listen, stop it. Right, the reunion of the century starts next week. I thought the reunion of the century was last night. Me and Ambrose back on the radio together. Imagine that. A lot of people talking about that reunion. But no, it's not. So, of course, it's Oasis, and we're giving you a chance to win a pair of Oasis tickets in Manchester on the July the 19th. Yes, you heard that right. Oasis Live 25 is sold out, but talkSPORT can get you in. Even Jamie O'Hara was struggling to get in earlier today. But that's not all. Alongside the tickets, we'll put you up in a hotel for the night.
Where's the hotel?
This is it. You know, hopefully it's the Edwardian.
If it's a decent hotel, I'm going to put my name in the hat and not go to the concert.
If it's the Edwardian in Manchester, get yourself there because there's a lovely spa. Yeah. We're also going to put £5,000, £5,000, as Terry Tibbs would say. £5,000 in your back pocket, completely tax-free. Listen up right now for everything you need to know and how to enter.
Alright, kid. You have to be over 18 to enter in the UK, excluding Northern Ireland. For a chance to win a pair of tickets to the most electrifying rock and roll reunion of the century, a hotel stay, and £5,000 spending money, all you got to do is text the word Oasis to 83338 by Monday the 7th of July at 11 p.m. and you'll be entered into the draw to go supersonic this summer. Sorted. Right, here's all the legal stuff. Text costs £2 plus one standard network rate message. You've got to have the bill payer's permission or post your name and number to Oasis Prize Draw, P.O. Box 3190, Colchester, CO2 8GP, to arrive by 5 p.m. on the 10th of July. This is a talkSPORT limited promotion run on talkSPORT, Talk and Virgin Radio UK stations. Full T's and C's at talksport.com.
That made my Manchester accent sound fantastic. I'm sorry, kid.
I've not even attempted accents. I am rubbish.
No go-tos.
I can do Scouse, that's about it.
Can you? What? Well.
All right. So, okay, not too bad, lad.
Well, that's good. That's
yeah, you learn
it's not bad, no. We got a message from Jim here.
Go.
Said John Terry's penalty miss against Manchester United in the 2008 final.
Yeah.
The slip.
That's the the thing is, you can let that be because those do happen. Alvarez in the Champions League final did the same thing.
But yeah, but the feeling that they must have felt afterwards.
Yeah, it's anything is horrible.
The pain. Let's go over to an Arsenal fan now. Market Wayne joins us. Evening, Market Wayne. How are you, Wayne?
Hello, boys. You doing okay?
Very, very well indeed. Even though we are reliving some painful memories, it's nice that we're doing it together as a nation.
Yeah. I've got a couple for you.
Go for it. I do.
The first one was the Arsenal-Birmingham Cup final.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a bad loss.
2011.
Dodgy goal, wasn't it?
It's a bad loss.
Yeah, we were on a trophy drought as well, and everyone thought that was going to be the end of it.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a tough one to take.
Yeah, my biggest one was the Naeem from the halfway line.
Oh, 95. Your old team, wasn't it? Zaragoza?
He was. Do you know what? Funny enough, he was like my translator.
Who Naeem was?
Naeem, because he was the assistant coach at Real Zaragoza.
Yeah, because that's who it was he played for, wasn't it?
Yeah. And it was my.
Was that the UEFA Cup or Cup Winners' Cup?
It was called the UEFA Cup then.
Yeah, it was the UEFA Cup, wasn't it, Wayne?
Yeah. Was it the UEFA Cup or the Cup Winners?
No,
Cup Winners Cup.
No, you won.
UEFA Cup was Champions League.
No, they won the Cup Winners' Cup in '94 with Alan Smith scoring against Parma. The 1-0, good little volley that was.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure that was a UEFA Cup final. I'll double check.
UEFA Cup.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
What was Naeem like as a player? I never knew of him apart from that.
He was tidy.
Was he a good little player?
Yeah, he was a good little player.
Yeah, you're right.
He was tired.
It was a Cup Winners' Cup final.
I knew it was Cup Winners' Cup.
1995.
Yeah.
After extra time.
It was the first time my heart was broken in a football match. It was just watching it. It was like it was slow motion going all the way. It was crazy goal.
I remember that. And I remember going into school the next day.
One way to lose, isn't
I
it?
remember going into school the next day and singing "I Aim from the Halfway Line" to all my Arsenal friends.
I think everyone was trying it that week at school, weren't they?
Oh, dearie me. Do you know what? I just remember David Seaman sitting back up, like with his
legs,
his legs apart.
Hands on his legs, on his knees. Yeah, hands on his knees.
And then when the Ronaldinho happened in 2002, it must have felt like
the same, exactly the same.
It must have felt like Groundhog Day for him. You know what? Like, even though he's an Arsenal man, he was England's number one. I had a soft spot for David Seaman.
I think everyone liked Seaman, didn't they?
He's a gentleman.
He never had a malicious bone in his body.
Yeah, he is a gentleman with massive hands. He has huge hands. You ever shook his hand, JP?
Yes, shared a changing room with him.
I know you did. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, shook his hand many a time.
Did he try and squeeze it?
Sometimes he did, just to show how
dominance.
big. Yeah, show how big his hands was. I was like, all right, Big Dave.
Is that when Keogh was growling at you?
Oh, I'm very done. I don't. He still scares me to this day.
Wayne, are you worried that you still ain't bought a striker yet?
No, well, to be honest, mate, it's the way our new bloke works, isn't it? He gets 2 or 3 deals up until the last minute, and then he decides what he's going to do. I think everyone's just panicking because all the other teams that are in the Club World Cup, they've got their business done early, and so has Liverpool. But as long as we get the striker in, I don't care when it happens, as long as it happens.
Who would you prefer, Sesko or Gyökeres?
It's a hard one. It's Sesko. It's the age. It's time to mould him. Gyökeres, he's proven. So to be honest, I don't care which one we bring in because I think both of them will enhance the team that we've got.
And it looks like you're going to be getting Eze over Spurs.
But then again, is it Eze or is it Rodrigo? It's once again exactly the same. He's got 2 deals right to the end, or like personal turn or whatever. So we don't know which one's coming in, but yeah, once again, I'd take Eze over Rodrigo all day long.
Yeah, if I was an Arsenal fan, I would say Gyökeres over Sesko. I think at this point in time, Arsenal don't need a striker to see if they can reach their potential, see if they can mould into fit in the style and be improving in the Premier League. They need someone now who can come in and score goals. And Gyökeres has got more of that experience on his side.
And Sesko is for the future.
Yes,
if he could bring both in, but I don't think that's on the cards at all.
Yeah, brilliant stuff. Thank you very much, Wayne.
Cheers,
his pain there. Naeem from the halfway line. I was waiting for someone to bring that up because that was horrible, wasn't it? you got to feel like even I felt for them. That night. I did.
I grew up watching the goal just like, ooh.
I don't know about you, but you know,
like miles.
Like them times there, in the sort of mid-90s, late 90s, because there wasn't that much European football.
Or football in general.
In general. Like, I backed England's teams in Europe. Like, when Arsenal actually beat Parma in 94, I wasn't happy, obviously, but I was like, well, the English team won.
Yeah, the only time is when you watch the football Italia. Is it Italia when they used to put it on Channel 4? That on a Sunday.
Brilliant, wasn't it?
God, that was, you always watch AC Milan or Inter Milan and Juve.
Quality, isn't it? And that is when they had everyone.
That was brilliant.
They had everyone,
George
didn't they?
Weah. They had
Maradona was in there.
Maradona.
Gascoigne.
Ruud Gullit was in there.
David Platt.
They had some. It was great times.
Right, we got one here. Tottenham in the 81 final. City were all over them first game. Then Tommy Hutchinson's shoulder and the replay. City 2-1 up and ended with Ricky Villa. I was at both games. It says aged 99 years. Aged 9. 9 years ago, me and my daughter were at Tottenham away. A league game. Ardila Zavia were brought out at half-time. I had to leave the stadium. That's from Tony, a lifelong, mostly suffering until Sheikh Mansour, Man City fan.
Yeah, I wasn't born in 81, unfortunately.
That was before my time, but...
And mine.
Ricky Villa does live in my local area.
Does it?
And I often see him in the Sainsbury's. I said to my son Lee, I'm like, do you know who that is?
Do you ever chat Spurs?
No.
Jeff said, how do you think we're doing now? Look, we've won a trophy.
I leave him be. I give him the nod.
Yeah,
I give him the nod. He gives me the nod.
Do you want to come to one of our gigs?
No, he says, I listen to your record-breaking show on a Sunday with Alan Partridge. Cheers, Via. 03717 223344 is the number to call. Tonight, you are in the Madge and JP therapy session as we relive some of those painful moments in sport, in football, that you recall and think that was one of the worst things I felt. You can laugh about it now. Yeah. We can look with hindsight.
Especially if a team's been successful on the back of it.
Yeah. I can join the feeling of success now, JP.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
See the difference in my
Welcome
energy.
to the club, man. It's nice, See the smile on your face, you're glowing.
Exactly.
Hey?
You know, you just feel like either they've do you know what they've started doing on the Spurs shop? They've started printing T-shirts. Lads, it's Tottenham.
Yeah.
We reclaim lads, it's Tottenham as our own.
Change your ways. You've changed the name. You've changed the way the people
change the manager.
Yeah, exactly. Everything changing. The new dawn.
03717 223344. And we still want to hear from you about your music, your proposed festival headliners for our Sports Bar Weekender Festival. Yesterday, we had talks of Elton John, Simply Red, and I think the other one, who do we have? Elton John, Simply Red, and Rolling Stones. So we went for the classic ones. You know, like on Glasgow, you have the classic, because I think this year they've got Neil Young and Rod Stewart's on the Sunday.
Yeah, sounds like
Sunday afternoon.
Sounds like a festival I'll be missing, if I'm honest.
Okay, well, we're going to get your people on as well.
Right, sweet.
We're going to get them on. This is we're creating the.
Elton John.
You don't like a bit of Elton John?
I wouldn't go to a festival to watch Elton John.
But that's the whole point at Glasgow. Like, I don't think some of the youngsters would go and want to go and see Elton or Rod, but they'll be in the crowd and remember all the songs and they love it.
Okay.
Amazing songs. 03717 223344. It's the Sports Bar Weekend with Madge and JP. Welcome to the weekend. It's talkSPORT, me, Majestic, and Jermaine Pennant in for Adam Catterall and Carlton Cole. I think Cole is at Glasgow.
Is he?
Yeah. Do you like have you ever been Glastonbury?
Do you know what? No.
Nor have I. Never played there either.
But I'm going on Thursday. No, we're not Glastonbury, but I'm going to festival, Soho Farmhouse Festival, Thursday.
Very busy.
Yeah. So,
Members only, huh? Are you a member?
No, you a member? Do you want to come?
Are you sure you're a member? I'll give you a membership, yeah? Be on the list, yeah? What do you do? I'm freelance, yeah. Yeah. JP's, you've changed.
You've changed.
I'll tell you what, though, the lineup's normally quite good.
Yes.
Who's there?
I have no idea.
No.
But I know the lineup's going to be good. I don't look at that as turn up. Have a few.
We've been talking about the Glastonbury lineups. So the Elton John's one went rocking your world. So JP, I need your suggestions. Who we're putting onto that stage?
Can they be? Does it have to be like they have to be alive and present?
Yeah. Well, who would you take from the past?
Do you know what? I would Michael Jackson.
Oh, it'd be unreal, wouldn't it?
Huh? I would love to see that guy perform.
Did you book tickets to the This Is It tour when it come on sale?
No. I'm still not a concert guy, but I
didn't like you that much then, did you?
No, but I'm.
He said, "Hey, this is it, last tour."
Because I was just too busy in my own little world. I didn't really think of concerts and all that. I've only been to like 2 concerts.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
what were the 2 concerts you've been to?
It was Usher.
Okay. Did he feed you cherries?
No. I wasn't that close. It was Usher, and I think the other one was Beyonce.
See, that's why you've never been back to concerts.
But they were good.
They've not rocked your world.
They were good. And I think maybe Justin Timberlake. Maybe, I can't remember. But I think we're about 3. Not really many of. 42 years old, 2-3 concerts.
Okay, so who would you include on our lineup then now, apart from Michael Jackson? Who right now would you like to see live?
I'm rubbish at this. Drake.
You'd like to see Drake?
Yeah.
So Drake's on the lineup as well?
Yes,
I reckon he could be a Saturday night header.
Yes.
He's definitely popular enough. 03717 223344. Let's go over to our good friend Colin in the shed. How are we, Cole?
Hi, mate. Hi, JP, Majestic. You well?
Very well.
Good, thank you.
Are you on the apples again tonight?
No, it's steak night Friday, so I usually have a little glass of carrot.
Oh, I thought you might.
Cheeky red. Like it. Which red? Which one?
Carrot, Bordeaux, cheeky red, and nice.
Nice.
Are you a wine drinker yourself, JP?
Red wine, yes.
I don't dabble in any wine.
Do you not?
Never have.
Why?
Don't know. I don't really drink, but
neither do I.
But obviously, I look at sometimes.
Wow.
I sometimes look at, like as Cole said, a bit of steak and a nice
Red's
red.
Good. Yeah, red's honestly, you cheeky little glass of red with a steak, or just sometimes at home you're watching a film.
Cole, what was the steak? Medium rare?
Medium rare fillets.
Oh.
With a pepper sauce tonight.
Oh, the pepper.
Nice.
Do you know what, Cole? I think I tasted. Are you a big fan of steak, Cole?
I usually have one on a Friday night because once upon a time you used to get fish and chips, but it's so expensive now. It's cheaper to go and buy a steak and have a bottle of wine.
It's true, especially go and get a deal.
Yeah.
I tasted the best steak I've ever tasted last week.
Where?
In Ibiza.
Oh.
In San Rafael, in a place called Canpayo. Or Canpayo. It reads in English, Ken Pilots.
Yeah. Ken's Pilot steak.
But this place... So all they do is like meat, and it comes out. And when you have to cook it yourself on the little thing in front of you.
Yeah.
This bit of fillet, Cole, that I had was so good. So I should have had a bit of red with that, maybe. Cole, what's the game that sticks in your mind that brings you the most pain?
Well, I'm going to go back a bit because, unfortunately, I am of an age where just before the Premier League. But you said about Seaman's hands. I was at a do where Pat Jennings was there. And I met Pat Jennings over a little beer. And, God, I've never, ever seen anybody with hands this size. They were like shovels. You know what I mean?
His party trick was he used to pick the ball up with one hand and throw it out.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. I bet he could pick a basketball up with one hand as well. He wasn't that big. Yeah.
Pat Jennings is a friend of mine's granddad.
Is it?
Yeah, Granddad Pat for him.
He's a lovely guy.
Top man.
A lovely guy. Anyway, the game that brings me most pain is my brother and I were season ticket holders at Old Trafford. We should always go down to Wembley or whatever. And in 1979, so I know it was before you guys were about, but I can tell you the pain was unbelievable. It was called the 5-minute cup final. United were 2-0 down with 5 minutes to go. My brother and I said, well, we better get off, get away from this. We're going to get nothing. The Gordon McQueen scored, and then within another minute, Sammy McIlroy dribbled through about 4 or 5 people and scored. It was 2-2. We sat back down again. Within the kickoff, with Lou McCarthy still in their half, the ball goes down the field. Alan Sunderland scores with a minute to go, and that was the end of that. And I thought, oh God, we were there, and now we're not there. So the pain lasted forever till we won. We beat them in the Spurs Premiership and things like that. But it still lived with you, that was. And my late brother and I, for years, talked about that, the horribleness of going back to Manchester from Wembley.
It's funny, football, because it doesn't matter what your team have achieved and how successful a team has been. There will be always that pain lingering there whenever you think about a certain game, like Colin's just expressed there. It never leaves you, no matter what.
It's so true. But the thing is, Cole, you got you got to feel the euphoria the other way round with the Bayern Munich game in '99.
Without the lows, you don't feel the highs.
Yeah, that's true. And, we partied for quite a long time with the Bayern Munich game. And we obviously partied with Mr. Terry missing the penalty. That was pretty special as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Colin, great. Enjoy the red this evening. Thank you very much. That's Colin in the shed, regular contributor to the show on talkSPORT. Let's go over to Andy. He's a Newcastle fan. How are we, Andy?
How's it going, mate?
Very, very well indeed, my friend.
Are you both all right?
Listen, I'm feeling good. Andy now as well. He's part of the winner's circle because Newcastle won the League Cup. I know they beat you lot, but then it feel good to win a trophy, Andy.
Does it ever? And we just need to make a couple of signings now. I mean, Brian and Boomer's not gone to United yet, so I think something could be bubbling there somewhere.
And you're also keeping Isaac.
Could be Tottenham, but I tell you what, if we don't keep Isak, I'll support Sunderland.
Can we clip that up, please? Make sure Andy supports Sunderland if he does go. Anyway.
I'll never do that. Right, my awful memory, every night I go to bed, I can hear Martin Tyler.
Oh, this is brilliant.
Collimore's closing in. And I'm going, you B. And I won't say what the B word is, but you know what the B word is, don't you? And it rhymes with plastered.
Is that the one from? Is that the '96 game at Anfield?
At Anfield, yeah. 4-3.
I mean, we absolutely, for about an hour, we absolutely hammered them. Ginola did well, Aspria did well, and then they got the equaliser. And then, a year later, we were 3-0 down, right? Then we comes back to 3-0. I think Warren Barton had a blinder that day. And then a minute from the end again, I can't remember who scored for Liverpool. Doesn't matter because they don't play for Newcastle, do they? Right? But they got a 4-3 win again in the last minute again. I'm sure it was, but I might be wrong. Right, I've done this. Now I want to do a talkSPORT exclusive for you.
Here we go.
Right. You've just spoke about half an hour ago to your friend Jackie.
Yes.
Right? I went to school with her, and so did my sister, and in about 1987, and she can ring back and say, you're talking tosh, pal, get out of the way, I don't want anyone hearing this. 1987, she was talking to her, and she says, I'm converting, and I want you to help me. So I was talking her through it, because, she was uncertain, and then she decided to do it. But before that, do you know what she was? She was a red mank.
Oh, Jackie Knuckles, you traitor!
We need Jackie Knuckles on.
She was a red.
I'll tell you what, right? 1977, something like that. She was there. She's a redneck, So she was there. She was there going, Doc, who art in heaven, and all that sort of stuff. big on Tommy Dougherty. She was absolutely massive.
Can we get Jackie Knuckles back?
Jackie, you need to call us now.
Can we get her on? Because she can never, ever come for me about Liverpool or anything. I would love it.
If I've got that wrong, I'll hold my hand up. But I'm 99%.
You sound convinced.
Unless I'm on something universal that's out of the thing, that is 1,000,000% fact. If that's not fact, then Adrian Durham supports Hull KR.
Judas.
So hang about. So you're saying you went to school with the Knucks, Jackie?
Aye, certainly did. And she was good friends with my sister. She come over.
And she was a United fan.
She was a Red. And I want that to be a talkSPORT exclusive.
It is. We're getting it back on.
You know when you do your talkSPORT clips of the week, you got to put that on.
There you go.
When Andy Goldstein, who I've got to say, Man United fan, what a great Manchester accent he's got, just like the Man United fans, right? When Andy Goldstein comes on Monday or Tuesday or whatever day it is, he's got to play this on best.
Apparently, our producer's just spoken to Jackie and said that this is a load of rubbish.
No, it's not.
She's in denial. She's in denial.
Right, listen, we need to have a short pause. Right, let's keep Andy there. Let's try and get Jackie back because we need to settle this on air. You listen to the SportsBot on talkSPORT with talkSPORT Bet. Visit talksportbet.com today for exclusive offers, bonuses, 18 plus. Gambleaware.org. Do not go anywhere. The exclusive runs next.
From set-piece coach to head coach, Keith Andrews has been appointed as Brentford's new boss. The former Republic of Ireland international was part of the backroom team under Thomas Frank. It marks Andrews' first role as a head coach. Elsewhere, bosses at Leicester have thanked Ruud van Nistelrooy for his dedication and hard work after he left the King Power by mutual consent. He led the club to their second Premier League relegation in 3 seasons, but strange timing perhaps.
It's a shambles what Leicester are doing. The lads are back on Monday. and they're going to have no manager as it stands. The communication hasn't been there for a very long time. No one knows what's happening. We were thinking, would they wait until July the 1st, Tuesday, the second day of pre-season, before they sack Roods, because of PSR problems, and they've done it now.
Former Foxes forward Emil Heskey says there'll be massive uncertainty around the place.
Your leader, the person that's actually supposed to be taking you on that journey to try and get back up or to survive or whatever it may be, is gone. And now you're thinking, what's happening? The next person, what sort of football they play? What do they like me? It would be great to try and announce someone soon, so then they can be settled, the fans can be settled.
Preparations continue for the Lions opening game on Australian soil when they take on the Western Force in Perth tomorrow. Assistant coach John Fogarty says they just can't wait.
We've had 3 good days training. Everyone is impressed with the stadium, and everyone wants to get this tour on Australian soil going. So yeah, it's been really, really exciting, for the group that's going to go out there.
And the draw for Wimbledon has been made. Jack Draper will take on Sebastian Baez. He's also in the same half of the draw as Novak Djokovic.
I wish they could do a redraw, because he's got a very tough draw. And if he gets through his first round, then it's Marin Cilic in the second round. We know what he's capable of, albeit he's 36 years of age. Bublik in the third round. And Bublik, who beat Draper at the French Open, he won that big title in Halle a couple of weeks ago. So Bublik potentially awaits Draper in the third round. So it's actually a pretty tough draw for Draper.
Meanwhile, Emma Raducanu will take on British teenage wildcard Mimi Zhu. There's more at talkSPORT.com.
Yeah, we are back once again like the Renegade Master, but it's not. It's Adam Catterall and Carlton Cole. It's me, Majestic, alongside Jermaine. Pennant in this evening. We've been talking about the most painful games that you've enjoyed as football fans. Lots of England games have come up, of course, as it was 9 years ago that England got embarrassed, or whooping, as they say in the sports bar, by Iceland. So bad. 15 years ago, when, of course, Frank Lampard's ghost goal that never counted against Germany in the World Cup. We've had people talking about Sol Campbell against Argentina. We've had John Terry's penalty miss for Chelsea in the Champions League final. We've had loads. We've had Charlton Sunderland in the 98 playoff final. Lots and lots have been coming in. 03717223344. Still to come, we're going to be speaking and looking ahead, of course, to tomorrow morning's big one, the British and Irish Lions. That's coming up later on in the show. Also, we'll be speaking to the Moose ahead of tomorrow's England against Germany under-21 Euros final. So much to come and more here on the Sportsbook Weekender with Madge and JP. Right, if you've been listening, then you would have heard an outlandish claim from a previous caller that our very good friend of the show, Jackie Knuckles, the Knucks, was once upon a time a Manchester United fan. Now,
United.
The reason why I asked Jackie to come on air is because, of course, Jack, I love you. I've got your back. I wanted you to be able to come on air and clear your name. Remember, it's always a safe space with me, Jack, so don't worry about that. She has rung us and told us she's fuming.
She's not happy with the allegations.
The allegations, and that's why I wanted you to clear it up for us, Jackie. So, Jackie, you're welcome anytime, my love. And, please don't take it to heart.
Don't take it hard, don't take it serious, but United 20 times, Manchester United.
Nux, remember, the Madgeman's got your back. Don't worry. You know how we do on a Sunday with me and Pards. It's always a safe space. Right, let's go over to Ricardo as an Arsenal fan. Let's talk about his feelings after the worst game for him. How are you, Ricardo?
I'm very good, thanks, guys. How are you?
Well, we're in a weird place tonight because we're in a good mood, but we're reminiscing on games that made us feel terrible at the time. We can now look back and almost like process them with a bit of sort of less emotion and a bit of rationality. What's the game that you think about, Ricardo?
Well, funnily enough, it was a fellow Arsenal fan who mentioned it earlier. I'd literally just got in the car because I'm just coming back from London from a gig, and he was talking about the Arsenal game.
Was you performing or was you going as a punter?
No, I was just going as a punter to watch. It was a band called Livewire, who are an AC/DC tribute act.
Any good?
Absolutely superb. Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Recommend it.
And would AC/DC be on your Sports Bar Weekend, the festival lineup?
Oh, yes.
Have you seen the recent clip of them performing where fans are like kind of urging them to like pack it in because it wasn't good?
I saw them twice at Wembley last year. They were phenomenal.
Really?
They were phenomenal. Absolutely. Yeah. Look, everyone has a sell-by date.
Yeah, of course.
And they're coming to the end of theirs. You know, they've been around for 40 odd 50 years.
Unreal, yeah. What's your go-to AC/DC tune that you put on?
Thunderstruck.
Got to be Thunderstruck, innit? That
absolutely.
As someone who plays guitar, that riff at the intro is just a thing of beauty to play.
Oh,
but
yes.
I digress. Let's talk about the football.
Well, like I was saying, a fellow Arsenal fan mentioned the game, and let's just say my one has a twist.
Okay.
Literally.
Tell us more.
Because the game was Naeem from the halfway line.
Yep.
And naturally, every Arsenal fan is going to say, yeah, that was painful in many, many ways. But what made mine extra painful, the next morning, well, all through the night, I wasn't well. And the next morning, I had to call 999 because there was something seriously going on down below, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, wow.
I ended up in hospital with testicular torsion, which, if you don't know what that is, it's basically your testicles wrap themselves around each other.
Oh.
And there's one more side to it, to add insult to injury. When I was going to Whittington Hospital in the back of an ambulance, they took me along the Muswell Hill Road, which had full of bumps. So it was just the most painful thing I could imagine.
That is, you know, pain times 10.
10 times another 5 times 10.
Do you know what we're doing, Ricardo? Me and JP are currently watching the Naeem goal as we speak to you.
I don't, because I'll be holding my groin in pain. Just, I'll be thinking about it. Yeah.
It's the way that David Seaman is. He sits up like he's doing the cover of Michael Jackson's Thriller.
No, he's laying there like he's covering for Vogue. You know? It's like a model shot. He's like, yeah, snap me in this position, please.
Oh, I feel so sorry. He's chewing gum. He's just looking, contemplating.
It's painful. It brings back so many memories. It really, really does. And the wrong one.
You kind of made me sort of sit back in my chair a bit here, Ricardo, feeling a bit, oh.
Yeah, it's bad.
I think every bloke is grimacing at the moment, so I'm sorry, guys, for anyone listening.
Yeah, hopefully no one's eating their dinner. And everything was fine afterwards, though, right, Ricardo?
Yeah, absolutely. Luckily enough, they managed to save both, and yeah, glad to say it's been fine since. But yeah, it's just, I will never watch that game again because it just.
I understand why now. It's got more meaning to it than just a game for you, Cole.
Well, like I said, it had the game with an extra twist, and it wasn't the twist that I wanted.
The twist. That is like literally like a headline for the twist that no one wanted. Ricardo, thank you so much for sharing that with us in part of the therapy tonight. That is
I've got no
if that was caller of the day, like if we had a caller of the day, that would have been it.
We spoke to the therapist there. I've got nothing for you there, Ricardo, unfortunately, pal. I've got no therapy session.
I'll tell you what, let's hope the ambulance didn't play Let's Twist again on the way to the hospital. Right,
like we did last summer.
Let's go to James. He's a Chelsea fan. James, hopefully your story isn't as painful as that.
And it's got no twists.
Absolutely nowhere near as painful as that, I'm afraid.
Did that make you squirm as much as it made us?
Yeah, that was disgusting. That's not what you want to be hearing at 11 o'clock on the radio.
Light entertainment for the Sports Bar Weekend.
That's what we do.
Tell us your painful memory, James.
So, as much as the Man United game that got brought up, that was difficult. The final there,
The one that really, really hurt was the Barcelona semi-final about 2 years later.
Yeah.
In fact, it was the year later. It was the year later because, it was going to potentially be another repeat of the final, the Chelsea United final, and it just felt like something did not want us to go through. Maybe it was UEFA. All those penalty shouts and SEN scored such a good goal in the early on in the game, and you kind of think we're there, and then penalty decision after penalty decision goes against you, and you're kind of like this isn't going to be our day, but we're still winning, we're kind of still in this, and then Iniesta scores that. It was a worldie. Fair play to him. But yeah, it hurt.
Do you know what, James? As a neutral in that, I actually really felt for Chelsea as well. So I can imagine what you guys would have went through. And it all started from the Ronaldinho edge of the box, just, little toe poke from that coming out of nowhere. And that just had a knock-on effect. It was
brutal. He didn't even get a yellow card for taking his shirt off.
No. It was brutal, wasn't it?
Like you said, it was a great goal, but you battered them that night. I remember it.
Yeah, we did, and I think that's why it hurt so much. With the United the final, you kind of think it's gone down to penalties, toss of a coin. You kind of you win some, you lose some. You really do there, but when you've destroyed what was the world's best team for 3-4 years on the bounce, and you've absolutely taken them apart in your own back garden, to then not get something out of that, it feels like you've come away empty-handed.
When he had that penalty shot against Eto'o, I remember it, and I thought Michael Ballack was going to beat up the ref.
yeah, it really looked like he was going to just take him on, and
and then of course the legendary the drug at the end. It's a disgrace.
It's a disgrace. Yeah, it wasn't a disgrace. I think the only man angrier than me about it was him.
But you know what? Again, this is, as you said before, if you don't have the lows, the highs don't feel as good. For then Drogba to then go to the Bayern Munich stadium and basically win it single-handedly for him. That was the atonement.
He gave away that penalty as well that Robben that Robben luckily missed. But you kind of think, has he done it again? Because he got sent off in the final the year before as well. It was just him and big games. He was such a good big game player.
Brilliant. James, thank you very much. And I'm glad there was no twist to that story.
No.
You're listening to the Sports Run, talkSPORT, talkSPORT Bet. Visit talkSportBet.com today for the latest sale offers. Gambleaware.org. It is the Sports Bar Weekend with Madge and JP, and it is time to look at some of the up-and-coming games this weekend with talkSPORT Bet. And joining us on the show from talkSPORT Bet is Ryan. How are we doing, Ryan?
Yeah, good evening, lads. I'm all right. How are you both? You well?
I'm
good, Ryan. I spoke to you for a while, mate.
It's been a while, isn't it?
I'm jealous of his cap. I just see it on Zoom. I want a talkSPORT Bet cap.
Do you know what? We'll get one over to you, Madge. We'll get one over to you. Don't you worry. There it is. Look, you see, you got to get it in there, and get the badge in.
I could be donning that in Ibiza.
I don't know about that. I've got a reputation. No, it's a nice bit. It's a nice bit of merch. I'll get some over to you.
Nice bit of kit. Nice bit of kit.
It's a nice bit of kit, that, isn't it? Do you know what? I like the vibe because it's a nice cheery Friday. You two are on. The vibes are up there, and then you're just reminiscing about awful moments, man.
But you know what? It's so like you can process it now, innit? Like at the time it hurt. Now it's like an ex lover. At the time it hurts, so it is. And now you can process it and look back and go, oh, okay.
Time is a great healer, isn't
exactly
it?
Exactly that, Ryan. What's your game that comes to mind?
I'll take you back to that fateful day at 5th of March 2023 when Manchester United lost 7-0 to Liverpool. Look, there's a few good. I'm a Man United fan, you see. There's a few out there. I mean, you got the Aguero moment. There's been some disappointing games, don't get me wrong. I watched us get absolutely smashed to pieces this season by Spurs at Old Trafford 3-0. But, man, that 7-0, I wasn't there.
I knew that was coming, right. I knew it.
7-0. Honestly, Gakpo gets a brace, Nunes gets a brace, Salah gets a brace, Firmino just sticks one at the end as well.
Yeah,
it was a whooping.
You boys got a whooping.
Wasn't it? And I swear it was 1-0 in the first half, right? And then you guys absolutely tore us apart. And the worst thing is, so my missus is kind of in and out of football, obviously, because of what I do. So I said, you know what? We'll go to the pub for this one.
Yeah.
We'll go to the pub together and we'll watch it. And we sat next to a Liverpool fan, and I thought, it's all right. The boys have got this today. He screamed as loud for the 7th as he did for the first. Yeah. I'm not joking you. Bonkers for every single goal. I'll never forget it.
So
it's into my memory. Exactly that. He had a great evening. But it was one of the worst days of my life. I'm not going to lie to you. So, yeah, that's mine. I hate even thinking about it. How awful that happened.
Well,
great, mate.
I can hear the pain in his voice.
Great.
Let's look ahead to tomorrow's big one, the Under-21 Euro final. England taking on Germany. 8 o'clock kickoff, of course, is going to be on talkSPORT. Presented by Ollie Clint, commentary from Joe Shannon and former England Under-21 midfielder Dan Ambrose. Give us what you got on that.
Yeah, I love it. Do you know what? We talked about multiple disappointing evenings, and 3 lines have come up a lot, but not the under-21s. They're representing once again. Yeah, they do, man. And both these sides are looking to win this tournament in Germany and England for the 4th time as well. But England looking to retain it, looking to go back to back, and they've had a decent route on the way as well. Top goal scorers in qualifying. They were in this tournament. 1 win, 1 draw, 1 loss in the group stage. They've obviously got that 3-1 against Spain under their belt in the quarters as well. So they're doing all right. They're top of the tournament for possession and for passing accuracy, and obviously Carsley's going to be hoping their lads demonstrate that tomorrow. But there's not loads in it. But they are the outsiders, England, for this one. I have to just tell you, I just have to rip the Band-Aid off, as they say. 31-20, because they have to beat a very good German side who have a 100% record. They're unreal, aren't they?
Losing to them earlier on in the tournament as well.
In the group.
Yeah, it doesn't help, does it?
Yeah. It doesn't. And that makes Germany 11-8 favourites. That loss, combined with a 100% record, 5 games, 5 wins, they're the top goal scorers in the tournament as well. So, look, we're going to have that belief, as we always have, and we know these boys can do it, but it is a tough one. Now, I'll say the draw's 5-2, and I'll point you in some value where I can. I mean, talkSPORT Bet boosters here. I mean, talkSPORT Bet have Jay Stansfield to score any time. It's boosted to 9-5. You can look at that. I'm personally not going to look at it. I know talkSPORT Bet put it in headlines. I'm not going to look at that. I'm looking at someone who's raising their stock in this tournament, boys. Harvey Elliott.
Yep.
He's England's top goal scorer. Yeah, man. Fair play as well. He's raising his stock, and he's in the shop window, kind of. And he's on at 9-4 anytime. Bang that in your bet build, as I say. Or 13-2 to score first. Scored a brace in that last game against Netherlands, lads. But you're having him. I'm taking it. You're having him.
Yeah, great player. And he's like one of the senior heads now. He's been there in the Euros.
And then think he's only 22.
Yeah.
I remember,
isn't it?
I remember when he was under 18, and I used to throw these shows that were like under 18s could come. He used to be in my DMs like, Madge, can I come?
Yeah,
I was like, he's come so far. Very proud of the boy.
Great guy.
He smashed it.
Yeah.
Let's move our attentions to the Club World Cup, of course, the last 16.
Yeah.
Producer Jack would like to hear some good news on this. It's Benfica taking on Chelsea as a 9 o'clock kickoff. Of course, on talkSPORT 2 commentary for Nigel Adderley and former Benfica and Chelsea defender Scott Minto. What you got on that?
Do you know what? I knew Jack requested this for a reason. I didn't put 2 and 2 together. Now I know why he's asked for this.
Exactly.
There we go. It all makes sense now. Last 16 matches, say Bank of America Stadium tomorrow. Whoever wins this guaranteed to face Brazilian opposition, by the way, in the quarters. Now, Benfica finished top of their group for a bit of context. They beat Bayern Munich along the way, by the way. So, look, they're in good stead. But, and producer Jack will be happy to hear this, Benfica are the outsiders, according to talkSPORT bets odds. They're on at 5-2 right now against this Chelsea side. There's a few contributing factors to that. I'll say the fact that they've lost all 3 times against Chelsea is going to be one of them. Now, everyone waxing lyrical about Liam Delap's goal. I don't know if you saw that, lads, when Chelsea won 3-0 in their last game. It was a nice little finish. And that, again, that's going to be one of the many reasons, him being informed. Chelsea are favourites, but the price is just over evens right now. So I said this with Inter the other day. That was just over evens. Get that into your accas. If you think Chelsea are going to walk it, that's not a bad price for Chelsea as favourites. Draws on at 12-5. Say it again, sorry, Jay.
I think it's going to be a tough game, this.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I don't think they'll walk it. I think it'll be a tough game. It'll be a risky... No, not risky bet, but, if you like risky bets, then dive in.
Would you look at the draw? Would you look at the draw at 12-5?
Yeah, all day long.
Yeah, okay. Well, listen, it's not a bad price. That I've got here as a booster, Chelsea to win, both teams to score. That's 7-2, so that's fair. But if like Jay, you think it might be a tough one, you maybe want to put a little bet builders together. Liam Delap, any time, right? He's been eyed up by many, I'm sure, because of that goal. He's put himself in good stead here at 17-10. Not bad for your bet builders. Anytime 17-10. I'll point you quickly in the direction. I'm going to pivot now because you've said that, Jay. 1-up early payout. Pivot. 1-up early payout, right? If Benfica go 1-up, talkSPORT bet payout at evens. I love that market, and I think this is a good match to do that. That's not bad, eh?
Okay. So you could take the win, but if Benfica go 1-up, you can take
talkSPORT bet or payout. He's liking it.
That's tickling me, Boats.
Love it. So, that's where I'm going to point you in regards to just a little outside bet there, lads.
Brilliant stuff. Thank you very much, Ryan. That was a look at the latest transfers. It was the latest... Pivot from that.
DJ done.
That was a look at the odds on tomorrow's big games, which, of course, on talkSPORT and talkSPORT 2. Terms and conditions apply. 18+. BigGambler.org.
Bring it on with talkSPORT Bet. Download the app or visit talksportbet.com for exclusive offers and bonuses. 18+, gambleaware.org.
Keep those calls coming in on 03717 223344. Your painful football memories. Nobody, and I mean nobody, is going to beat Ricardo tonight with his story. If you can, call us now. It's Majestic JP. It's the Sports Bar Weekend at talkSPORT. welcome to the weekend here on talkSPORT. Me, Majestic, and former Liverpool winger and England under-21 international Jermaine Pennant. We are here in for Adam Catterall and Carlton Cole, enjoying ourselves on a Friday night with you amazing people. Now, the reunion of the century starts next week, and we're giving you a chance to win a pair of Oasis tickets in Manchester on July the 19th. That's right, Oasis Live 25 sold out, but talkSPORT, we can get you in. But that's not all. Alongside the tickets, we're going to put you up in a hotel for the night and put $5,000 in your back pocket, completely tax-free. Listen up right now for everything you need to know and how to enter.
Alright, kid, you have to be over 18 to enter in the UK, excluding Northern Ireland. For a chance to win a pair of tickets to the most electrifying rock and roll reunion of the century, a hotel stay and $5,000 spending money, all you got to do is text the word Oasis to 83338 by Monday the 7th of July at 11 p.m. and you'll be entered into the draw to go supersonic this summer. Sorted. Right, here's all the legal stuff. Text costs £2 plus one standard network rate message. You've got to have the bill payer's permission or post your name and number to Oasis Prize Draw, P.O. Box 3190, Colchester, CO2 8GP, to arrive by 5 p.m. on the 10th of July. This is a talkSPORT limited promotion run on talkSPORT, Talk and Virgin Radio UK stations. Full T's and C's at talksport.com.
That's right, Oasis 25. I was so excited, I took my headphones off. It's me, Majestic, alongside JP, and joining us in the studio right now is a young man I call Teddy Mundo. Teddy's here, he's the new quizmaster. Big shoes to fill, Ted.
How you doing, guys?
Quizzy master.
Done it a few times, raised the bar a few times.
Have you raised the bar a few times? Yeah. Bring something new to the job.
Exactly.
What have we got tonight, Ted?
So, you've got to name the top 11, it actually is, because the 10th one's tie-in. Most England under 21 caps.
Okay. Yeah. I know the first one straight away, I think, without even...
Do we get the music first, or?
Yeah, of course we do. Let's do it properly, boys.
Come on, let's get the tense sped going on. I want to feel tense. 0371722 334. There we go. That's a bit more spa-like than tense.
I was about to say, I'm going to get a little massage now.
Welcome to the talkSPORT Spa with Jermaine Pennant and Majestic.
What treatment would you like? Sports or Swedish?
I definitely don't want Ricardo's treatment. Twisted. Okay, let's go then.
I'm going to go with James Milner.
That's correct, number one.
Number one, James Milner. How many caps?
46.
46. Lebosh. Okay, we got 2 posts, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's go over to Sam, an Arsenal fan, see if he's got someone for the trivia. How are we doing, Sam?
How you doing, mate? Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, you all right?
Can you think of the most capped England under 21s?
Oh, well, at the minute, you've got to be looking at Harvey Elliott, haven't you? He's got to be there or thereabouts.
That's a great shout.
Back in our day, it was James Milner.
Yeah, James Milner's number one.
46?
Yeah, 46.
Yeah, current crops, he's got to be there, Harvey Elliott, surely.
We're gonna lock in or not?
Yes. I think
we got 2 posts.
All right. Let's throw in Harvey.
Go on, Sam, lock it in.
Yeah, I'm looking in Harvey Elliott.
That's incorrect. Not in the top 10.
I told you.
Not in the top 10.
I didn't think so.
Why am I trusting an Arsenal fan?
I don't know.
To deliver under pressure.
Oh, man. I'm thinking maybe JT, but how long did he...
Well, you said you had 27 caps, didn't you?
Well, I played in 21s when I was 18, all the way through. 18, 19, 20, 20.
Yeah, so you had 27 caps.
I think I had 26, 27. I think, but I don't know how many more have outdid me. I was a serial under 21 player. Do you know what? Let's throw me in. Let's throw Jermaine Pennant in.
That's incorrect.
No! I'm Googling this.
Not in the top 10.
No, I'm Googling it.
Can't Google it.
No, I'm not. As in if I'm in the... How many cups did I get?
Then you'll see the whole list.
Oh, yeah, sure. All right, I'll wait after.
Right, under 21 special. Okay, we need Yusuf.
We need some...
Let's go to Yusuf, who joins us. How are we, Yusuf?
I'm good. How are you doing, fellas?
Very well indeed. Come on, you must have some under 21s for us.
Yeah, quite a few. I'd go for Tom Huddleston.
Tommy Huddleston.
Huddleston, okay.
Lock him in, Yusuf.
Yeah. Tom Huddleston, lock him in.
Bosh. That's correct. 5th on, what's he on? 32 caps.
Producer Jack's not having it. He's not having it.
30.
Could be cheating there.
How did I get that?
Shall I tell you what the lowest one's got?
Yeah.
28.
Ah, see, I got 27. Okay, top 11, make that, you know.
I didn't even see if you were 12 or 11 or not.
This is hard.
Yeah. Because all our bright youngsters kind of like shot through.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to think of the ones that are like not quite good enough to get into the senior.
Let's go to Sammy, Man United fan, joins us. How are we, Sammy?
I'm good, thank you. How are you guys?
Yeah, very well. This is going to be a tough one, I think. Have you got anyone for us?
Anton Ferdinand.
Anton Ferdinand.
How's he? Has he got more than me?
You don't sound that confident.
I don't. I'm not.
I got one more.
Go on, I'm going to park Anton.
Mark Noble.
I'm leaving it with you.
I'm sticking that in the car park.
Yeah?
I'm going to stick that in the car park. Right, Sam's in the car park.
Out there now.
Right, because, listen, we've hit 2 posts. We've got no lives left. We are on sudden death.
Bit nice.
So I am going to throw one in that I know is going to be in there.
Go on.
Because he's a Spurs man.
Go on.
Danny Rose. He's got to be in there.
That's correct.
Oh, see?
Ninth, he is.
9th?
29.
Yeah,
29.
He played a lot for the under-21s.
I've got 10th and 11th in there because they're both on 28.
Right, that's 12.
Okay. Should we go? Let's go. Let's go to Jack.
11 now, 12.
Let's go to Jack, the Blackburn fan. Evening, Jack.
Evening, guys. Are you okay?
Yeah, very well.
We're struggling, Jack. We need your help here, mate.
Well, sudden death, you said, is it?
Yeah, we are backs against the wall business here, mate.
Barking the bus.
Got an excellent penalty taker for you.
All gone.
David Dunn.
Do you know what? He's obviously a lot older than me, but I was in the teams when he was in there, and that could be a good shout.
I don't feel
confident.
No.
Oh, you are not. You're savage.
You've been crazy with it. We've hit 2 posts already. I've got to be conservative here. I'm going to
Straight out of the bat.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Let's go to the other Yusuf, the Arsenal fan. How are we, mate?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, mate.
It's good.
Cheers, pal.
You got a couple for us, mate.
What did you say?
You
got a couple for us, surely.
Yusuf always got a couple, mate.
Chalobah.
Oh, that's a good one.
Go on then, let's throw him in. Because it's Yusuf, I know he's right.
I trust him.
Yeah.
Come in.
Yeah.
Second.
Second
and
This
full.
is what we're talking about. Yusuf, give me another one, please.
Even though we never named which Chalobah.
Yeah, that is true. I didn't think of that.
Right.
What about Redmond?
Who?
Nathan Redmond.
Nathan Redmond.
Yeah, he was a serial and 21 player. Yeah.
Yeah, third.
Oh, he's got a 2-3, isn't it? Do you want to get 4?
Should we give him a hat-trick ball?
Right.
Go on, Yusuf, give us a hat-trick.
He's got no room in his house.
Who?
Tom Huddleston.
We've had thuds in already.
Yeah, that's it.
No more?
No, that I know of, no.
No. All right, we're lucky.
Milner been said?
Yeah, I said Milner was number 1 with 46.
You got the top 3 now.
Top 3. Goalkeepers. Let's think of goalkeepers.
Yusuf, who's number 4? Who's the 4th most capped? Come on.
Come on, that's Google.
I don't know.
Ask Google.
I'm thinking goalkeepers.
You can't think number 4.
Gareth Barry.
Nah.
What do you mean no? No?
I don't think he's there. I want Yusuf to give me number 4.
I can't think of any.
Oh, any. Just give me any then. We'll take any. If it's not 4, it's any.
No, I said I can't think of any.
All right.
All right, thank you. Nah.
Right, Phillips.
Which one?
Sure.
You said keeper, right?
Yeah. Paul Robin.
No. I'm going to go with the most decorated keeper of all time.
Oh. Wait. Scott Carlson.
Oh, hello. Looking in. Correct.
Teddy's face gave it away.
Yeah.
Jack's face, he's got the poker face. Teddy gives it away. I can see.
He's 10th from 28.
28.
10. That's so 28. Scott Carson's at the bottom.
Yeah, there's someone tied with him.
Right, okay, so can you just run us through who we've got so far, Ted?
So you've got Scott Carson,
yeah,
Danny Rose, Tom Huddleston, Nathan Redmond, Nathaniel Chalobah, James Milner.
Right, so it's kind of that era a little bit. Nathan midfield.
Think about when you was at Arsenal.
Yeah.
Youngsters in and around the England team.
Do you want a decent clue? I'm allowed to give you clues.
Yeah, of course you can.
They're all 30 and above.
Yeah, my era.
Let's go to Derek, the Liverpool fan. Derek.
Hi guys, it's Joe as usual.
How are we, mate?
Good, thank you.
Not bad,
Good.
I was James Ward-Prowse.
Oh, that's a cracker.
Yeah,
that's a cracker. I seen him the other week at
I see him at
Jared Bowen's wedding.
Oh, nice.
Go on, lock it in, Derek.
James Ward-Prowse, locked out, please.
Celebrating already. That's right.
It is correct. 6th on 31 appearances.
Yes.
Nice.
Any more, Derek?
I'm just thinking of Francis Jeffers.
Franny Jeffers.
Tell you what.
That's the tricky one, that.
Difficult.
How am I not made it? Because I played when he was playing. I played when John Terry was playing. I played with Defoe. Played my own age. I'm going to see what I actually got. I'm not going to go on the. I'm just going to go with my name, Jermaine. Well, you lot sort this out. I'm googling it.
03717223344. We're going to be having a think, Ted. Just to remind the listeners, what we're looking for.
What? How many?
How many more?
Sorry, let me do a bit of math there. That's 4 more.
4 more, and we've got so far, if I can remember rightly, we've got Chalobah.
Yep.
We've got James Ward-Prowse.
Yep.
Tom Huddleston.
Yep.
Danny Rose.
Yep.
Scott Carson.
Yep.
And
Milner.
And James Milner.
Yeah.
There's just 6.
And I would have paid K50 if I got 24. Oh, just
right. 03717223344 live trivia here on the Sportspot Weekender. Welcome back to the Sports Bar Weekender with me, Majestic, and Jermaine Pennant, former England under 21, and we're trying to find 4 more of the most capped England under-21 players. Let's waste no time and go to Adam, the Arsenal fan, because I'm hoping he's got the Arsenal player that I'm thinking of. How are we, Adam?
All right, mate. Very well. Yourself?
Yeah, well, apart from trying to find these 4 England under-21 capped people, which is very difficult.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking of Jack Wilshere, but I think he went quite quickly to the
He was, yeah.
first team. So maybe Fabrice Mwamba.
That's exactly who I was thinking of. Fabrice.
Okay.
Did you must have played with him.
Look, lock in Fabrice.
Oh, he's done it. He's gone rogue. Yes!
Oh, well done.
He is the number 4, 33 appearances.
Like, I completely forget that he played for. I knew he was in England 21.
Arsenal, Bolton, Birmingham.
That's correct. And of course, he had that horrible incident at Spurs.
Yeah.
Any more, Adam?
No, geezer.
That was good. Brilliant. Let's go to Joey, the Spurs fan. How are we, Joey? 3 more to find. Is there 3 more to find?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, since I've been on, right, so 2 of them have already gone. I had 3 in mind.
Go on.
Obviously, Danny Rose has gone.
Yeah.
Fabrice Mwamba's gone. Have we had Nathan Redmond yet?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Redders is in there.
Yeah, then that's my last one. Sorry, guys, I've just been on my way home from work, so
Joe, thank you, mate. Cheers, Joe. Do you know what? We've had a message here from Joe.
Not that Joe.
No, the Joe.
The Joe.
The Joe.
All right.
And he's bang on.
Who's he got?
Stephen Taylor.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
He was a serial
stalwart of the under-21s.
Okay.
Stephen Taylor, lock it in.
Bosh, yeah. Number 8, 29 caps.
We're doing all right, mate.
Is there a keeper in that list?
There is, yeah.
There's one more keeper. I knew there was. I knew.
Tied with Scott Carson at the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm thinking, which keeper is it, though?
Let's go to Ash, a Liverpool fan. How are we, Ash?
All right, lads, how's it going?
Very well. Teddy, just to confirm, how many more we got to find?
2.
Just 2. Ash, we're looking for 2 more. We've got no post. It's tense.
One of them's a keeper. Just throwing it out there.
Right, I've got one because I always remember him playing loads for the under-21. Michael Mansfield.
Oh, the Chelsea.
That's
Chelsea.
That's the Chelsea one because you said.
Yes.
Ash, lock that in.
Lock, please.
Michael Mansfield, lock him in.
Yeah, that's correct. Number 7 on 30.
Is brilliant knowledge.
Fantastic.
Ash, do you know what?
One.
Can Ash get the winner?
If he wants to.
Ash, have you got the winner?
Oh,
it's a goalkeeper.
It's a goalkeeper.
Goalkeeper. The only one I was thinking of was Scott Carson, but that's been said.
Yeah, that's gone.
All right.
Right, let's move on. Thanks to Ash.
Robinson or Kirkland?
Let's go to Rob, the Leeds United fan. How are we, Rob?
Yeah, good, thank you. I haven't got a keeper. I was going to say Aaron Lennon.
No, No.
Nah.
Keeper? You can't think of any keepers?
Just the keeper.
Is it just the keeper that we got left now?
Yeah, it's just the keeper. Just a goalkeeper. Who was in? Right, so let me think. I was playing.
And hang on, let's get the clue. Are they still currently playing football?
Am I giving you a clue? Yeah.
Are we allowed a clue, Quizmaster Jack? I think we're allowed a clue. Yeah, he's been gone. I'm asking, are they still playing?
He is still playing.
He's still playing.
He's still playing.
So Kirkland's not. He's retired.
Yeah, Paul Robinson's not. He's retired.
He's retired, so it's none of those.
Think of the English goalkeepers that are around. Let's go to Jack, the Blackburn fan. See if Jack can get it. Jack.
I'm going for my namesake. Jack Butland.
Oh!
Lock that bad boy in right now.
Oh, Jack has gone Jack Butland.
That is correct.
That's correct.
Well done.
We started off bad.
Early shake up.
Oh, wow.
Got there in the end.
Well done, Jack. Thank you very much. Yeah, some names in there.
Some good names, some hard ones.
That was really hard.
Maybe a bit of Googling going on. I reckon.
What, from the audience?
Always is always the sly ones.
Ooh.
No, I think there were some genuines in there.
Oh, Yusuf, all genuine. Yusuf's that's definitely no Googling with Yusuf. 1, 2, 3, Barsh. He'll get them all out. Yeah, he's a genuine.
So do we get to the bottom of how many caps you got for the under-21s?
24.
Oh, so
yeah,
4 off.
Yeah, I've just missed
4
out.
off. What years did you play in it?
So I played from 2001 to 2004.
Who have you got then? Who's in your team? James Milner?
Yes.
He just your
It was like floating, but like on the bench, and you know.
Stephen Taylor, Scott Carson.
Scott Carson would have been. Yeah.
Good team.
Defoe. I played in John Terry's team.
Wow.
He kind of got many caps. Would have been straight through, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Joe Cole?
I think Joe Cole. I played in 3 years above.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you meant we were talking earlier about the games that you played in like competitively. I think you got to a quarters, didn't you?
And I think Portugal. They beat us. Quaresma on one wing, Ronaldo on the other. But this is before we knew about Ronaldo. This is before Man United bought him. And it was a problem then. Yeah, this guy's good.
Wow.
Yeah. And like the team talk at half time was like, we need to stop these two. But actually, Quaresma was the better one.
Really?
Yeah. When we played in that game, he was the better player.
That is incredible.
And then all of a sudden, I said Ronaldo just worked and got where he got.
And he's still playing. And he's just been given a new bumper deal, right,
Yeah.
Ted?
A few quid, isn't it? Yeah.
How much is it, Ted?
Oh, I don't know. 40 mil a year, isn't it?
Well, I thought I saw the contract was until 4 years. Is it a 3-year contract? 340 million.
340 million. It was 40 million something, though, isn't it? Something ridiculous.
Something like I don't know. Yeah, something stupid.
It's 150 grand, something.
So the likelihood is Ronaldo will be at the next World Cup, isn't it? Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
As a mascot.
So,
No.
Yeah.
He'll be playing.
Yeah, a year's time, probably, yeah. I'd say so.
He's just a machine, isn't he?
Yeah.
When will he be next year? 41?
Yeah.
What? I wonder who the oldest, like, sort of big player has been.
The oldest what? World Cup?
No, like, I think there's players like in like the sort of Chinese leagues who've played to the like.
There's a Japanese.
Guy, 50. I think he's still playing.
He's still playing.
54, yeah.
50 something. Yeah, 50. Yeah. Grey as hell.
Who's the best old player you've ever played with that was in like your team, and how old were they? JP?
In my teams,
You think of someone you look at went, they're old. How old was Gary McAllister when he went to Liverpool? He must have been older.
I don't know. I wasn't there, but he was.
I know you weren't there, but you're a Liverpool fan.
Yeah, he was late 33, 32.
Oh, he's not
33.
that old.
Did you play with old Keown when he was old?
Keown's always been old. Look at him, he's always just been old.
Has he always been barking?
He's always barking, always old. Always looked old. He looked the same there and now. So, yeah.
I'm literally Googling now, oldest footballers of all time. Because
Stanley Matthews was old, wasn't he?
Got a Ballon d'Or. When did he get a Ballon d'Or?
He was about 45, I reckon. First ever Ballon d'Or he got.
45 he got a Ballon d'Or.
He was around
See,
that.
guys, if you're up there playing, there's still hope.
There you go. The oldest professional footballer ever is Ezzaldine Bada, who played for the Egyptian club 6th of October SC at the age of 74 years.
74?
What's his name? What's his name?
Ezzaldine Bahada.
Good player. Good player he was.
Future star.
Oh, good player.
Oh, that is incredible. 74.
Surely he can't move.
Do you reckon Ronaldo...
Can we find out his position?
Yeah.
Was he a goalkeeper? He's got to be a goalie.
No, you can't be a goalie.
No,
he's not dabbing around at 74. What can you be at that age?
Right back? DM.
Just
sit there.
Buffon retired at 45.
Yeah, he was old.
He was the oldest legend.
That's a big legend. John Burridge, 45.
Yeah.
Stanley Matthews went to his 50, as you mentioned.
Yeah. Was Peter Shilton really old?
Not sure.
I feel like he went to about 41.
That is incredible.
Who else is there?
And I done 35. Yeah.
35?
Yeah, I was like, that's me done.
That's probably the average, though, isn't it?
No, that is. I think that is the average in football, professional football, anyways. 35.
35.
And then you get these special specimens like your James Milner and Ronaldo.
Do you still kick ball like?
Oh yeah, I still kick ball, but the next day I'm walking like I'm on, on my deathbed.
After being a professional, and of course you spend so much of your life playing the game and training, whatever else. Do you still have a hunger to play football?
No.
I was going to say, is it gone?
Oh yeah, that's gone. I enjoy these little games and everything, but I
still love playing football. Like Power League, I'm the one that's getting it going. me busier than all of my friends, and I'm like, are we playing Thursday? Have we got numbers?
See,
I'm ringing people up. I'm paying some people's subs. And I don't worry about the subs, just come.
I don't get that excitement, don't get that enjoyment. But if you said, right, Jay, we've got a tea time tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. I'm there. Right, bosh, boosh, I'm coming.
That's most pros now, isn't it?
Yeah.
They love to go. Paddle, you into paddle yet?
Yeah, I play paddle.
Yeah.
Got my own little...
All the ex-pros, golf and paddle.
Yeah, the paddle has become the new golf, hasn't it?
Yeah,
You've been playing paddle?
I've been playing a bit.
Do you know what someone said to me? My friend who is called the Paddle King. That is his business, right? A big shout to Alex Simmons, aka the Paddle King.
Better plug there.
Yeah, he basically broke it down and said paddle is basically the new golf because we live in a world where like a round of golf's how long?
5, 4. It depends how many in a. But let's say 3 to 5 hours.
3 to 5 hours, and normally a lot of networking goes down business-wise. Now people play a bit of paddle, have a little bit after. It's done in an hour and a half.
Yeah, I don't want that. I don't want to go home to the missus. I want my full 5 hours out there.
Thank you for being a part of the live trivia, Teddy Mundo. Thank you very much. That was very good indeed. Still to come, we're going to be looking ahead to the British and Irish Lions, as well as looking ahead towards that big one, the England under-21s, taking on Germany under-21s in the Euros finals. It's Sports Bar Weekend to Imagine, JP.